Ooh.
How do you prepare for what you're grateful for?
I think self-work, but that came recently. I was always working on myself, but not to the extent that I am now. The word anxiety, depression, mental health, those words as a Black woman haven't came out of my mouth until the past couple years.
Right.
Couple years. I'm 31. I wasn't talking about depression, anxiety, and mental health at 21, my early 20s, but now I'm in therapy. I have a relationship coach. I dig deeper. I try new things. I hate reading. Bernstein was like, did you read the book I gave you for your birthday? I said, what book did you give me? Try new things. Feed your mind. You have to work on you. And that is unknowingly preparing you for the future. The better you are, the less lazy you are, the more disciplined you are, the more self-control you have with every aspect. I learned that on my fitness journey. It ain't about my body. It's about if I'm going to get up and go work out. It's about my mind. It ain't about me having abs. It's about, am I going to stay down and stay consistent and be patient?
That's heavy.
It's not about, I can't control what I'm eating. You have no self-discipline. You overeating. You're not even hungry and you still eating. You fool. You got to take 2 more bites. Discipline. Self-control. It's not about the exterior. So once you master those deeper things, it'll unfold in every aspect of your life. Every aspect. Self-control, discipline, all those things that we need to succeed, master those, and then everything else will unfold. Start with something little. I used to never make my bed. I would never hear that. I don't know where I heard it or saw it or read it. Whatever it said successful people, millionaires, make their bed.
And yo, we locked in. It's Deuce Season. It's your boy, Carl Anthony. And so that was a clip from Sleepers for Suckers podcast with David Shands, and that was B. Simone. And if you know who B. Simone is, she's a social media influencer and a comedian, and I guess actress too or whatever. And what I want to say is, early on when I first caught wind of her on the internet, I wasn't really too much a fan of her. I'm really not a big fan of female comedians, period. But I kind of started watching her grind, watching how dedicated she was, and when she started doing skits with Desi Banks or whatever, and things like that, I just started paying more attention. And then I caught some of her YouTube videos, her vlogs, and she was showing her grind and the things that she was doing to, I guess, on a day-to-day basis, her vlogs, all the process of, her grind and everything that she was doing to level up in her business, in her field. And watching this, interview, I watched the whole entire interview from the podcast, and I'm gonna say she made me more of a fan of her because I just like how she thinks. I like her positivity. I like all of her ideas about faith and how she made it through dark times and things like that. That we don't consider the fact that these celebrities and people like highly successful people, everybody goes through the same problems that you go through or I go through, that people who may not be on that same level. But the mind is real, right? The mind and how you think and how you process information is what's going to determine the outcome. She talked about having discipline and trying new things, and she even said how she didn't like to read, and how she eventually started reading just because she know that could possibly enhance who she is as a person. She talked about her being on her fitness journey and how she used to just be gluttonous and eating when she wasn't even hungry, and I can relate. That's some of my struggles right now as we speak. And in fact, the discipline of food and eating is probably my biggest my biggest problem that I'm still currently working to conquer. And You just got to really have self-control. And then she talked about how one practice that she put in place was, making her bed every day. And she couldn't find out who she got it from. But I'm going to say she possibly got that from either Jocko Willink or Jordan Peterson. And Jordan Peterson, it's a popular video from Jordan Peterson that he was talking about men or people in general should just make their beds every single day. And that would just doing that simple act. And I've heard other people say it too. It wasn't just Jordan Peterson or Jocko Willink, but that simple act of literally just making your bed every day is going to instill, positive habits that can lead to other things. And that's what I was kind of talking about in my daily routine video that I dropped, like developing positive habits in order to change the trajectory of your life. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. And it just really, those kind of things speak to me. And I know what being disciplined is like, and how to have great discipline, and how well it is for your life, and how beneficial it can be for your progress. So you're just getting back in that frame of mind and making sure that your mind state is aligned with your purpose and your goals. So it's a major key. But shout out to B. Simone. Shout out to David Sands, Sleepers for Selfish podcast. And, it's your boy Carl Anthony. Consistency is one thing I'm, starting to be when it comes to these videos, because I'm gonna grow. I will grow. I will be monetized very soon. It's on the way. Shout out to everybody who's subscribed and watched any of my content. If you like anything that I put out, just hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so it can be seen. All right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.